One of our favorite sort of dinners when we sleep in the morning and we come out and it's usually closer to lunchtime. This is what we have. It's like a bowl of rice with cha sao, sao tan. It's got tofu in it. It's actually really good. It's roasted in a bowl, so roasted rice in a bowl with meat and stuff, and then you've got your little side of soup. But what's this cost? 18 RMB each.
19.
So it's about $3.50, just under $4 each for lunch. Well, breakfast, brunch, or whatever you want to call it, is over, and we're out by, I don't know, a canal. This is a very new area of town. They're just developing it. Anyway, that's not what this video is about. Woke up this morning reading some of my comments, and a friend of mine, Terry Haluka, hey Terry, from Edmonton, says, hey Gweilo, your video where you were dressed up in Han Dynasty, you and Wei Feng were dressed up in Han Dynasty garments and running around downtown Nanning, was picked up by the Edmonton Community News in Edmonton. You see, this is sort of significant for me, just for the fact that I got two daughters that live in Edmonton, so I told Miranda, everybody knows Miranda, what was going on, and she checked it out, stuck it on her Facebook page and stuff. You see, something like this, I sort of like, just for the fact that it shows that YouTubers in this world, doesn't matter which side of the world you're on, you can voice your beliefs, your understanding, your life, the world around you, like I do, your opinions. And everybody knows I'm very opinionated in what I say. It influences people around the world. There used to be a day when I was growing up that the news on television, the news on the radio, and that's it. That was the influence, and everybody knows my take on mainstream media and how they sort of skew it to their own political beliefs and stuff like this. It sort of gives your regular Joe and Mary, Joe like me, a voice, and we can tell people what we think. And I think that's an important thing, just for the fact that if you're living in a place, well, any place, but China, for instance, because I live in mainland China, and you see that people are telling untruths or half-truths or twisting the truth, or, you know, just blatant lies and whatever about a country like China, at least it gives us a voice, and we can sort of counter some of those lies, spinning of the truth and stuff. And I think that's a great thing. I think that they need more of that in the world today. Getting back to this Edmonton Chinese Community news. See, it got back all the way around the world, and that's basically on the other side of the world. But that's sort of back in my own stomping grounds. It's a little bit away from Prince Albert, where I used to live. But, you know, Edmonton, it's Western Canada. It's one of those things. So for a community newspaper to pick up something like that off the internet and put it in their news, that influence is there. People from around the world can see what I'm doing, because one day, I spent a lot of time in court working on behalf of my clients in Prince Albert, Saskatchewan, and I did a lot of immigration work out of Saskatchewan, and I was well known in my community. And then all of a sudden, bang! I was gone. I retired. As I said, 2 days later, I was gone. So I'm sure there's people out there saying, "Where the hell did that Kirk Apslak go?" You know what I mean? He just disappeared. Well, as these little news flicks come out in Western Canada, people see it and they say, oh, that's where that guy went. So, you know, the idea that I didn't fall off the face of the earth, I just moved to the other side of the earth, it's one of those things. You know, and it's not just me as an influencer here in China that sort of spreads a positive view of China and the Chinese people. You know, there's other YouTubers out there, you know, Alex Absolute from Wenzhou, Alex from Reportify Media, who does really good videos about you know, the infrastructure, go over to his channel and check it out. You know, the Barretts and the Dumbrils and the Gweilo Nation and Blondies in China, you know, all of these people, Nico, Miriam in China, you know, all of these people that do a really good job showing what China is actually like, not what other people say it's like. And you know, they're talking from experience. They've been living in China for a number of years, each and every one of them. They know China better than most people do. Some of them know China better than the Chinese people do, just for the fact that we sort of stay up on what's going on in the Chinese world, and we put it on our videos. One of the things that I've noticed, that if you go off half-cocked and you don't know what you're talking about, people will call you on it. I've been called on some stuff that I've put out where I've gone off half-cocked, and I sort of knew but didn't really know, and I got educated by the Chinese people and other people from around the world that have spent a lot of time in China. So what I'm saying is, these people actually know China, and they know the world around them in China, and it's sort of nice to hear their point of view rather than just the skewed point of view of you know, the anti-establishment, anti-Chinese establishment, the people that have an agenda against China. And so well, I guess what I'm trying to say is, when we put something out and it gets picked up by these foreign little media outlets or large media outlets, because I know I've been picked up by a number of outlets around the world on occasion, and it sort of gives credit to what we do, and it makes us feel good. So to the Edmonton Chinese Community News, thanks for putting me on your webpage. And actually having influence around the world is a pretty powerful thing. You can tell people, you can influence people's minds. You can you know, some people will listen to you and some people won't. The people that listen to you and believe what you say, you're influencing them, just like a news channel is, or you know, a radio channel, television, on the internet. It really doesn't matter. So when you're out there and you're trying to influence people, and I think that's what everybody does. They get their word out, they try to influence people, and if you're trying to influence people, maybe influence them in a positive way. Try to put out a positive note rather than a negative note. I put out a positive note on China on my videos because I see enough hate out there. There's enough haters out there to hate China. I don't have to be one of them. So sort of to counter some of the hate out there, I put out positive stuff. And a lot of the other influencers here in China do the same thing. They're obviously hate sells because you know, the hate channels have way more subscribers than the love channels. But I think that's just a sign of our times. I think that you know, the world is like that, and they have to have somebody that they don't like, and that's just the way it is. So if we get 10% of the people watching the pro-China channels, at least we have that. And as people put out more and more videos on YouTube from more and more countries, I think you're going to see more and more influence from the YouTube community, and the Bilibili and the Toutiao and the Douyin and the Weibo platforms. It's just another way to influence people around the world. It's another way to get your point across. It's another way to show the world the actual truth, rather than the lies that are being spewed out there. You know, everybody has an agenda. I have an agenda. My agenda is to show you, as a viewer, that China isn't as bad as people think it is. It's actually a pretty beautiful place. Yes, I'm standing in the middle of a river. The thing is, as influencers grow around the world on platforms like YouTube, you get more of a cross-section of what's going on in different countries or in different cities or whatever, and it helps you make your mind up whether somebody's telling you the truth, the news is telling you the truth, you know, your politicians or whoever it may be, your neighbor, another YouTuber, somebody on Toutiao or Weibo is telling you the truth. But at least you get all of the points of views now. and you can make up your own mind on what's right, what's wrong, if a country's bad or people are bad or good. It just gives you more information on what's going on around the world, and I think that's a good thing. And basically that's why I'm doing these videos now. I think it's a great thing that we can show you people around the world what it's like in different places. Oh, and that's another thing. It's Tuesday today, and Thursday Wei Feng and I are going to Liuzhou. And it's sponsored by the Nanning high-speed train company. So they're paying for our tickets to go there. And so I'm going to do my first high-speed train video. I've been wanting to do that for a while, so stay tuned for that. And we're going to be going through Liuzhou and showing you the sights there. We haven't been there yet, so this could be interesting. We're going to be spending a couple days there. The Nanning high-speed train station is basically sponsoring us on this, so we're going on their nickel this time. They're putting us up in a hotel. They're feeding us, and they're paying our train ticket. I wonder if we can get first class. We'll find out on Thursday when we head out. So that's something to look forward to in the near future, is some videos from a different location. That's another video from Gweilo 60. If you like this video, you guys know the score. That's Morley Jagger from Prince Albert, who used to do the news. That's why I always say, you know the score. He did the news, or the sports on the news, and that was his saying, you know the score. Anyway, you know the score. Hit that like button, hit that bell. Subscribe, resubscribe. But whatever you do, don't forget to put a couple bucks in the children's Patreon account. It's for a good cause. Thanks for watching. Bye now. Here it's on. So these are the holes that I've been talking about. All of these holes in the ground. You see how there's a rebar down in the middle of that sucker? Why? Why are these holes here?